as we work through this experience of exposing this shit, there's an excitement that can happen inside you when you start standing up for yourself, to where the flip of the switch, you turn into what you hated the most. It comes in the form of gloating. It comes in the form of winning something. It comes in the form of, I got you, I got one. And that's how these people thrive off their gaslighting tactics. It's like having a seesaw, and then you're sitting at the top over here. No, you're sitting, where are you sitting? You're sitting on the bottom, and then your coworker jumps on the seesaw and catapults you up into the sky. And then you do all these flips and da-da-da-da, and then you land on your feet. However, if you don't understand what I just said, you fall on your face. And then the crash of a gaslight occurs again, because Monavan's going to make another piece of video. Gary Vee is going to produce another piece of content. He does not stop, and neither does she. They do not stop trying to cause pain in your chest. And then we're right back in the same cycle of them doing the same fucking shit. Well, you don't make shit. You don't live a life worth living. You don't earn shit. And now we're back in the same fucking system doing the same fucking shit while Kamala Harris is standing there with a big fucking smile on her face talking about aspirations and dreams, or Gary Vee's producing a dream piece of content while Monavan's wearing a sick ass white dress and talks about her dream outfit, which looks like shit, by the way. So all these people who pretend to be kind people Gary Vee is not a good person. He's a terrible person. He's an awful person. He's been awful to me. Do you understand that? He's not a nice person. He has done nothing but abuse and create havoc around this country and on the globe with Monavan by his side. While Kamala Harris has paid him to produce this content, while you as audience eat it up like tomato soup. So what I'm exposing is not only Gary Vaynerchuk and what people are willing to do, just like Monavan is the worst of its kind. The worst of its kind, not as in kind person. No, the word kind has become a dirty, it's like the word fuck. It's like a dirty fucking word. Same thing for joy and happiness. So they've ruined every ounce of our own intellect so that they could fuel agenda on an influencer platform, so that you'll steer yourself to ChatGTP versus getting your own education. Think about what I just fucking said. Why would you want, because you're lazy, that's why, would you want ChatGTP to write your paper? Because you're sorry pieces of shit who don't give a fuck about anything. You have no interest, you have no passion. So if you're using solely ChatGTP, that is your soul, that's who you are. You're nothing more than some fat dude who writes up the coding. If you understand what I just said, you'll understand that this country and the world is in fucking trouble. The world is in fucking trouble, not that they're fucking. Everything that Kamala Harris wants in this country is to be based off of greed, gluttony, and lust. Take a look at her stepdaughter as she walks a runway at Coach, where Monavan was. She was at that fucking fashion show. The fact that you, as American citizens, are so brainwashed that you can't see anything wrong with that. The fact that you don't want law and order in this world, you would rather have Reese Witherspoon write a children's book to distort the reality for children, or a cartoon that's actually made for adults while your children watch that shit because Coco Melon is behind it, not because it actually brings value. Those videos that Gary Vaynerchuk released today, those are not for children. Those are for adults. Go take a look at what perfect bitch pervert Persian is actually up to in that cartoon, and you'll see that that is a fucking nasty cartoon. And that's how you all behave. All these women behave like that. And too fucking bad if you get a taste of your own fucking medicine, of authenticity, of fucking anger, because you're a fucking prick and you don't do shit for me except for antagonize me, abuse me, and then tell you love me. Go ahead and tell me what circuit that is. What kind of abuse is that? So you antagonize me, you abuse me, and then you tell me you love me and that it's for the world's sake. So what kind of abuse is that? While you as audience have no emotion around the fact that we are in fucking a failing fucking nation, while you sit around and try to figure out your next fucking loser ass brand deal. Who the fuck do you think you are? Showing off your fucking bikini girlfriends with their fucking tits hanging out? The problem is in everything is what I just told you. You have no feeling around what I just said. It's all stuffed in there, or you're projecting it onto somebody else, called gaslighting. So the new way of existing is called gaslighting. It's called suppression. And we are literally in the era of the Jewish Gestapo Nazi shit. You do fucking get that, right? You are involved in it, Gary V. You do that shit to me. You do it to me. On purpose. Did you or did you not post a fucking photography session today with your fucking whore on your fucking arm while she's fucking laughing? While you all as audience got lit up with excitement when you saw that shit because you thought some gas shit was about to go down, which tells me that you ain't compassionate, you ain't empathy, you ain't none of that shit that your fucking bitch ass culture is fucking spewing out. You're all a bunch of fucking fraud fakes, liars, sacks of shit, up to fucking nothing, terrorizing our lives and doing nothing except for trying to find your version of joy, which is using one person as the butt of the fucking joke. So you all are the fucking sadistic lying sacks of shit called liberal, called Kamala Harris, called terrorist, called domestic terrorist, called Ginger Beloved a fucking terrorist. See, she thought she was going to get away with this shit without me saying her fucking name. You thought, Ginger Beloved, that you were going to fucking get away with this shit. So did you, fucking nasty bitch, Peg Moore. Look at your fucking nasty fucking face. See, she tried to be a fraud and get me to be nice to her because that's generally how I used to behave. So imagine walking up to someone and helping them without being asked, and then her intention was to fucking murder you. It's on fucking video. It's on fucking video, and Gary V invited her into standing in front of me and then looking me in the fucking eye and had the fucking balls to say, "What's your name?" while he then fucking kissed another fucking woman and then calls himself a nice guy. Where he then shows up with her in several other locations to where he then invites her to sit on a stage and have a organized crime speech associated to the Democratic Party so they can fuel women's business. Fuck women! Women are fucking terrorists. You might want to consider that was the plan all along, Peg Moore. You nasty, ugly whore. That's what happens when a Monovan gets old. That's what happens when a Monovan turns into a Ginger Beloved. That's for all of you little fuckers on his fucking podcast. Be kind.